This is Talk of the Town, a weekly program featuring community events happening in and around Northeast Michigan, with your host, Nancy Smitham, and get the latest news from Alpena Community College with Dr. Olin Joyton. And now, today's Talk of the Town.
Good morning and welcome to Talk of the Town. I'm Nancy Smitham. My first guest today is Brad Summers from the Boys and Girls Club of Alpena. Good morning, Brad.
Good morning, Nancy.
I'm sure things are really busy at the Boys and Girls Club. We've had this cold weather, so I'm sure you're at capacity over there.
Oh yeah, we're seeing lots of kids coming in and frequenting the building, that's for sure.
Good.
Yeah, lots of kids definitely with the winter doldrums coming in and wanting to do a lot of physical activities and just kind of getting out of the house and getting them out from the outdoors too, because it has been so incessantly cold outside.
And you've got two of your biggest fundraisers coming up.
Yep, two big ones. The first one we have coming up is our bowling fundraiser, and this one is targeting our mentoring program at the club. Ryan Herrick is our mentoring director, and he's been working really hard on trying to go out and raise donations and find sponsors for the event and get teams together for the event as well. It's a really fun time because it's for kids and adults, for anybody. It's at the Thunderbolt Lanes, and the fun part about it, it's like a big party.
Yes, it is.
They just come in, they collect money to help facilitate our mentoring program, and then in turn they get a free T-shirt. There's door prizes, we have raffles, and they get to bowl, with the kids or their mentees or, any team you want from the community. So
it's a good time. They have so much fun. The laughter and the noise in there. It's just really a joyous thing for all ages, all degrees of skills, families, work groups, church groups, civic fraternal groups. Come on down and have a good time.
We do give fun awards for the lowest scores of the night. And for the highest scores of the night. So, no matter what, we celebrate anything that you're willing to do, anything that you're willing to help with us. Our mentoring program is one of our crucial services that we offer to the community, and, it's run on donations and, these kind of events. So it's very important to us.
And it's $10 a family?
Yep, $10 for a family, or $15.
$15 for a family.
Yep, and $10 for an individual for a full year.
So obviously we need to raise funds when you think about those costs for a family.
On any given day we see between 60 and 80 kids a day at the club. So we're at capacity a lot of times when it comes to our programs, and our staff does a great job with coming up with inventive and creative ways to approach the kids on educational opportunities, because we're always trying to facilitate a different atmosphere than just a classroom setting, because the kids, they're in school all day, so they don't want to come back and just sit down in another classroom setting and learn things. So, our staff is very well trained on what they do, and they do a really great job of finding real fun things and activities and making it more hands-on and high yield for the kids.
Yes, and then your premier fundraiser, the dinner raffle.
Yeah, this is our big one.
Yes.
This is the one, tickets are $100. And each ticket purchase is for, each $100 ticket is good for dinner for two. This year we have JJ's will be catering again. He always does a really great job with our food. And you also, with that ticket donation, you also get entered into our raffle. We only sell 107 tickets for this event, and the grand prize is $3,000.
Yes.
And we have 9 other payouts under that, all the way down to $100. So, it's worth $100, plus you're sponsoring and helping the club.
Yes.
And this is operational dollars just to keep our doors open. And each year, I run around and facilitate as much as I can to get tickets out to wherever I can for this event. And our board of directors works really hard making this a really special event for everybody. And last year we had, the foot traffic was wonderful.
Yes.
We had a lot of really great attendance. The program went very well, and a lot of it was because of the great work that our board of directors did for this.
So give you a call, 356-0214. You'll drop off tickets.
I'll drive anywhere.
Yes, yes. And it's just really fun. It is one of the nicest fundraisers that we have in the area. So please give you a call, get that taken care of, help support the kids in our community for wonderful programs like Homework Help.
Homework Help and computer literacy and the arts. You name it, we try to run it at the club. Computer literacy, of course, is one of the biggest issues out there. There's so much; it's ever evolving every day, and we're always trying to stay on top of the next thing that's out there. And a lot of that is just listening to the kids too.
Yes.
And then working with public safety officials and working with some people at the Boys and Girls Club national staff that does a lot of research, finding out the new trends and those kind of things. So we pass all the knowledge that we learn right back to the kids, which in turn helps the community,
Yes.
become more knowledgeable about what's out there.
Yes, and also everybody that goes there gets a wonderful hot meal.
Yes, every day we...
Amazing.
Yeah, it's because of the sponsorship, well, again, because of the donations and because of the sponsorships and because of the support of the community, we're able to offer a free meal every day for the kids. It's a hot, nutritious meal. It goes on the USDA guidelines with, the breads and the grains and, whatever the parameters are. There's a lot to it. But each day, any kid from ages 6 to 18 can come walking in our doors. They don't have to be a club member, and they can take advantage of our food program daily.
Okay, and your youth academy.
Yep, Youth Academy, that's up and running right now. We have, there's several participants, and we're running with, in conjunction and partnership with the Alpena Police Department. Jason Culligan, Tim Marquardt, and Air Camp. I have been helping facilitate the program with the probation department at the family court and with the mentoring director at our club. So it's kind of hand in hand. It's a partnership to help facilitate adjudicated youth, giving them a second chance. There's so many kids out there that make choices that aren't in the best interest of themselves, and this is a way for them to learn some structure and put those past mistakes behind them and move on. And all kids they're good kids, and
Oh, I know.
We want to help facilitate them whenever we can, and it helps fulfill our mission too of reaching all kids out in the community.
So what happens on a snow day?
On a snow day, well, unfortunately, we had one snow day where we had off due to some staff illness and due to the weather. But most of the time on a snow day, we will be open at noon, Monday through Friday, and we do stay open until 6 o'clock. So if anybody is looking for a place to take their kids on a snow day, a nice warm place where they can get fed and have fun with their friends and run around the gym and play pool and do whatever else, that social recreation, they can bring kids to the Boys and Girls Club on those days.
Okay, and just once again, Bowling for Kids' Sake is?
Bowling for Kids' Sake is March 20th.
Okay.
Yep, March 20th at Thunderbolt Lanes, and it'll run from 5 o'clock until 9 o'clock.
And pick up your packets at the Boys and Girls Club, or same thing, call. If you're a big group, call, we'll drop the packets off.
Yep, Ryan's out. He's been running around dropping off packets and dropping off sponsor invoices, those kind of things. So he's out and about, and he would love to talk and speak with you if you're willing to help out.
And the dinner raffle date is?
Dinner raffle date is May 8th.
Okay.
And that will be at the Aplex.
Still lots of time to get your tickets for that. And the things we've talked about today are only a sample of the wonderful things that go on at the Boys and Girls Club.
Yeah, and thank you so much. You've always talked very highly of the programs that we do, and I appreciate that.
$15 for an entire family or $10 for a child to come and get the mentoring program and the fun and the laughter and the joy and the learning. Well, they don't even realize they're learning. I mean, best deal in town.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you, Brad. See you next month.
See you next month.
I'll be right back with Carlene Shakutsky from Partners in Prevention following these messages. Hi, welcome back. My last guest today is Carlene Shakutsky from Partners in Prevention. Hi, Carlene, and thank you so much for being here today.
Good morning, Nancy. I'm glad to be here.
It's been a while since we've been able to connect, and I know you have a lot of things coming up for parenting, and
Right.
I'm so glad there is a wonderful watchdog group in our community making sure that parents, like we always say, it's the one thing you don't need a license for. There's some, pretty unique situations that go out there in parenting, and I'm glad there's people to help people get through all these situations.
Well, we believe that nobody wants to be a bad parent.
Right.
But a lot of times they just need a little extra guidance. They maybe need information and connection, perhaps, with resources in the
Support.
community. So we take a very positive, strengths-based approach to that. One thing that we have every week in Alpena, for anybody who wants to come, is a group called Circle of Parents, and it's a parent mutual support group with a trained facilitator, and it meets from 11 till noon at the First Congregational Church on corner of Lockwood and 2nd in Alpena, and parents are able to set their own agenda in terms of what they'd like to learn about. We do plan a topic every week. The facilitator is planned for that, has resources for particular topics, but the particular group of parents that are there may have other needs. And so it really looks to the parents as being the people who know the most about their children and really know most what they need. So it's a national model, so we have a lot of good background to back up what we're doing, and we just offer it free of charge through the United Way helps us with that. And we just encourage people, it's good, we're there every week unless it's a holiday, or I suppose with the bad weather, there could be times when it might be. So it's always good to call our number, 3562880, and just check in with Ruth. She's the facilitator, and just welcome people to come to that, to children of any age, parents of children of any age. Unfortunately, we aren't able to offer child care, but particularly with school-age children, well, you know, they're in school during that time. So just encourage people to come out and take advantage of that. If they have questions or just want to talk to some other parents about things that they're concerned about, it's just a good open forum.
Sounds
and,
like it.
You know, with backed up by resources. Sometimes guest speakers come in if there's a group of parents that want to talk about a particular thing. It's no registration, no eligibility, just kind of stop in, stop out. You can come as often as you like or as few times as you like. You set your own schedule, but it's there. The group is there every Thursday from 11 to noon at the Congregational Church in Alpena.
Okay, and what else?
Well, we're going to push ahead since this is the 1st of March and we've all had enough of cold.
Yes.
We're going to look into April.
Okay.
When birds will be singing and little bunnies will be hopping around, and it'll be much nicer. April 14th is our first focus, and that's our annual Power of Parenting event. So people may be familiar with that. We'll be getting our brochure out pretty soon, and people who've attended before are on the mailing list, so they get that information. But our keynote speaker this year is a man named Glenn Stutzky. He's from Michigan State University, and he's, over the past 15 years, become an expert on bullying and cyberbullying, and he's done, you know, media interviews and lots of presentations. He was in Alpena probably about 8 or 9 years ago. We had him at the Power of Parenting. We're bringing him back because parents are asking all the time for more information about bullying. So he's the keynote. This event starts at 5 o'clock and it runs to 7:30 at Thunder Bay Junior High. We do need advanced registrations. There's a $5 per family fee, but that gets you a meal, dinner for your family.
Wow.
And then the children have breakout activities. The younger ones have childcare, and children from 10 up have activities, guided activities that are going on while the parents go to the keynote and then choose a breakout session with their registration. So Glenn's going to be doing a breakout on cyberbullying, and then we have a couple of people talking about love and logic. We've got someone talking about the importance for very young children of rituals and routines and structure, so that's good for new parents and parents of younger children. And also for parents of school-age children, advocating for your child in school. So if there's something you need to know.
And you know, with everything in the national news and the media everywhere about bullying, you'd think that it really doesn't happen, but it does. It can take on so many different forms that sometimes when someone says something, I think, well, you know what, that's bullying. And they say, no, yes, that is bullying.
Yeah, it's a topic that just seems to have no end in terms of needing, as a parent, to be informed. Your child may be the bully.
Yes.
What then? And knowing what to do. And then leaping on to after the Power of Parenting, we're going to be starting an 8-week parenting program for parents of children ages 0 to 8. So this is for younger parents, younger children. And it's called Raising Young Children. It's developed by the American Psychological Association. It's another evidence-based program. There are 8 2-hour sessions. It covers everything, you know, it's as close to a manual for raising a child as you will come.
Wow.
And it's based on child development. It's based on what are your dreams for your children, and then how are you going to make sure that you raise them in a way that they'll be successful and achieve those dreams, and what do you need to do as a parent maybe to change some of your ideas. and it is espouses non-spanking. So, but again, it doesn't preach. It just provides information, and there's a lot of interaction. The group that did it last year just loved it, gave it high reviews.
Ooh, yay.
And there's a really important session on media. Learning how our children, even at very young children, get exposed to violence, and how that exposure can track in their brain and cause behavior problems. And so media, video games, all that is covered. It's just a really, really good overview. It's 8 weeks, and again, thanks to the folks at the Congregational Church who've given us a grant through the Comstock Fund, we're going to be able to offer this free
Wonderful.
for parents. And through the Community Foundation, we're able to offer childcare. So we put those resources together so that we can reduce barriers to attendance. So I don't have the exact dates or location yet, but people can watch for information in the media about that.
And that'll definitely be a pre-registration thing.
Absolutely.
Okay. All right, let's go back to Circle of Parents again. Now, when will that event take place?
Circle of Parents is every week.
Oh, yes.
Thursdays from 11 till noon
Okay.
at the Congregational
And then
Church
Power of
downtown.
Parenting?
April 14th, that's a Tuesday evening,
Okay.
5 to 7, registration necessary.
Registration necessary, $5 cost per
For a family,
family.
right.
Bring the kids, there'll be breakout sessions for them. It sounds like a wonderful thing. And you know, if you have, your kids are really good and everything, you know, still attend, because hear about the stuff that's out there and the things that go on and how to deal with situations. I think it sounds like a wonderful thing.
Absolutely, and you become then an encourager to other parents
Yes.
there, and the interaction is always good. It's good for parents to mix and mingle and share their
Sure
stories.
is. All right, phone number one more time.
356-2880, and we have a toll-free 1-800-354-2880.
Thank you very much for being here.
Thanks, Nancy. It was great.
Thank you. Please stay tuned for Dr. Olin Joynton following these messages.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to Talk of the Town. I'm Olin Joynton, president of Alpena Community College. My guest this morning, Jeff Blumenthal, Director of Learning Technology, and Dawn Stone, Learning Technology Technician. Welcome to the show, colleagues.
Thank you.
Jeff, how about you get things started? How about an overview of the services offered to students and employees at ACC by your shop?
Okay. We work with students that take online coursework at Alpena Community College. We also work with the faculty to train them how to use some of the technological types of services that they would need for taking and teaching online courses. So we're the help desk for a lot of the students that call in and have questions about online coursework too.
Very good. And you also have some website management responsibilities and keeping the website up to date, looking good. So let me commend you for that range of services and doing very well at it. Dawn, what is your role in this operation?
Well, as the Learning Technology Technician, I've taken on some of the faculty training events. We host events where we invite faculty and they can learn about some of the new technologies associated with teaching online and things that they can incorporate into their classrooms as well.
Very good. Some of the things we've recently come to look at with the trustees is the distribution of online learners throughout our service area and some from other parts of Michigan as well. It appears that the majority of our online students are not so far away, in fact, in Alpena County. It's kind of interesting.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, many of our students take coursework online, and because of the convenience factor, a lot of them like to take it. They may be here locally, but it is a convenience thing for them, and we do get a lot from Alpena County.
And last time I checked, there were very few students taking a full load online, and the typical profile for an online student is one or maybe two classes online and then other classes on the ground face-to-face in a classroom with a real live instructor and fellow students. Is that correct?
It is correct. You know, the online class fits into everyone's schedule, so they are able to pick and choose the classes on ground that work into their work schedule perhaps or their parenting schedules, and then they can fill in the holes with some online classes.
Very good. So the flexibility, and then in a rural county, kind of a big area of wide open spaces and difficult travel, especially in the winter. Online classes are the solution for many students for that kind of reason. They became very popular when gas prices were over $4 a gallon. For obvious reasons. And there's also a role, I believe, for online classes with students with disabilities who, for one reason or another, can't travel very well or function very well in a traditional classroom. So it's a great operation that we have here. The topic, the main topic that I ask you to come to talk about today is an introduction of Microsoft software that you all have pioneered and helped us with getting installed at ACC. Jeff, let me go back to you and ask you about Microsoft 365.
Okay. The program that we're starting to activate with our students and our faculty and our staff, it is a Microsoft agreement that we have. We have a volume licensing agreement, which means that we can offer software. We also can now begin offering email to our students for free. They also will have the ability to download up to 5 licenses or 5 Office products on up to 5 devices. And the faculty and the staff also have that, can take advantage of that. So we're switching our email system to the new Microsoft system, and it'll be a great way to communicate with a lot of our students as well.
And let me get to a really good part. What's the charge for students and employees to download all of this fabulous Microsoft software?
Well, the greatest thing about it is it's free.
Zippo.
That's right, and it's not often that that happens. And of course, Microsoft, they've been a great partner in education, and we've worked with them for many, many years. So a lot of our students that are currently taking computer courses, they have the opportunity to download that software for free and to utilize it at home and also while they're taking classes through the college.
Very good. So there are a number of great reasons to go to ACC. But we just added another one.
Absolutely.
This software that you might have to pay hundreds of dollars for free of charge to, did you say any of 5 devices? So that would be netbooks, personal computers at home.
Mobile devices.
Mobile devices, just up to 5 distributions per person, as I understand.
Yes.
What kinds of software included in the Microsoft suite?
It is the full-blown version of Office 2013. So they have access to Word, Excel, OneNote, PowerPoint, and Outlook, and then there are a few other types of Office products that come bundled with that.
Very good. And Dawn, I have seen both you and Jeff going around from office to office assisting employees with this conversion. You want to tell us anything about that operation?
Well, it's been very well received. We've spent a lot of time with faculty and staff with the transition from one system to another, and everyone is adjusting very well. Again, Microsoft is kind of a prime product, so it's very user-friendly, very intuitive, and easy to use. And so we've been helping faculty and staff get adjusted, and next step is to get all the students ready to go on it.
It went very smoothly for me, so thanks for your
Excellent.
help, and I've heard good comments from other employees as well. And look forward to hearing the student responses. Let me ask you this question. If there's a student out there who uses the Apple computers, is this going to be applicable to their devices as well?
Yes, they can download the software to either a PC or a Macintosh device, and that includes also mobile devices too.
Very good. So it doesn't matter what platform it is you're using, this will go readily into any type of device.
Yes.
Well, that's great. Last couple of minutes, any other perspectives from either of you on where your office is headed and what kinds of services you hope to offer in the future?
Well, I think we're really excited that our students are able to have an Alpena Community College email address. The ability to become more productive and the ability to communicate more effectively and efficiently with our students is going to be invaluable as we move forward.
Yes. Jeff, how about you?
This is a great opportunity not only for the college to be able to communicate and keep in touch with our students as well as graduates. So once they've graduated from ACC, they'll continue to maintain that email address, and we can keep in touch with them and hopefully get them back to take more classes at ACC.
Well, there are a number of messages that are important for students to pick up on, anything from canceled classes to announcement of events coming up at ACC, or God forbid an emergency situation, violence on campus of some kind. Hope it never happens, but we are ready with our school messenger system to inform students, I suppose, not only from their own email addresses, from Yahoo or Gmail or whatever it might be, but also through their own ACC emails.
Yes.
Right.
Very good. Well, thank you very much for the great work you're doing at ACC and for being the guests on the program this morning.
Thank you.
This has been Talk of the Town with Nancy Smitham and Dr. Olin Joyden. For a list of events taking place in Northeast Michigan, visit our website at www.wbkb11.com and click on Community. This has been a Thunder Bay Broadcasting Corporation production.